All right. Welcome back, everyone, to A Programmer Plays Afterimage, episode 21. In our previous episode, we unlocked what felt very much like the Hollow Knight Dream Nail to me, which is really exciting. Unfortunately, full disclosure, it has been like an entire month for me. You may notice I've got a lot more hair than I did in the last recording. Long story short, recording, sometimes stuff moves around in the schedule. In this case, it was actually Silk Song that messed me up. I needed to get some stuff filmed before Silk Song came out, and then Silk Song came out, and we've recorded like 50 episodes of Silk Song. So it's been a really busy time. Hopefully, I remember what all to do. Yeah, I think I got this. What was the heal button? Found it. Cool. Alright. Yes, there we go. Alright, so as I recall, we had some stuff that we needed to do down here. Needed to do some proper exploration, so let's get right to it. Hopefully, our month-long break will not be too much of a trouble. Go. Whole new area we haven't been before. Alright, so I think I remember that the crystals go... Okay. Sunken Sanctum. The sanctum has sunk, but our duty has only just begun. For God's arrival, we must act at all costs. Alright. Seeing some... Oh, right, and again, it has been a month. I forgot that we got the ability to swim. Ooh, what is that? Right, environmental hazard, I'm guessing? Moonshadow Robe. Not the button I need. Equipment. Main weapon up, defense up, max HP up, at the cost of losing some pyro and geo resistance. I mean, that sounds like a pretty solid switch, so yeah, sure. Digging this background track. I do think that I've missed the tree somehow. Sorrow the Divine Teardrop. What? Kind of expecting to see it in here. Here we go. I hate it when I break up my recording sessions like this, because this is what happens. I forget so much stuff. Abnormal energy detected. Source Holy Grounds warning, there's no avoiding the oncoming impact. Survival rate 0.00000000001%. Talent, essence, right? Doing silk song buttons and I should not be. Alright. Don't really remember what I was focusing on. Our passives tree is pretty much just like completely filled out, is what I'm seeing there. So, you know what? We'll go ahead and unlock this. Weapon skill damage plus 0.5%. Nope. I was a little too eager. Okay. Not eager enough. I would have thought that there would be a safe spot between the two, but maybe not. I guess we can't touch them? Is that? Yeah. The takeaway is that we can't touch them. Have to, like, avoid their stuff, too. Cool. That's tight. Nice. Worth it. Just to see. Alright, you're all real, correct? Yeah. I wanna go back. We came up the harder way, and I wanna just double check that there's nothing. No goodies hidden on the easy way. You'd think I'd know by now not to touch those. Alright. Easy enough. Checking my corners just to make sure. Alright, left or right? I guess we'll go right first. Feels like a hallway we might get chased down later. No? No! Mask of Theseus. Honestly, I assumed that I was going to be one of those, but... Sub-weapon up. Eh. Oh, come on. exited the water just like that.
This tunnel winds deep.
I'd never expect we'd be led to the Gods Hall from the Hall of the Institute of Consciousness.
The Gods Hall? Wow. Still can't believe you guys gave this place a name like that.
It said that this was where God created Engarden.
What they said was all true. This was indeed the place where Luca created life for the first time, as well as where she flooded the whole of Engarden with a great and terrible flood.
Right. More lore. Really? No secret right here? That feels untrue. I'm shocked by that. Higher health potion, sure. Playing Silksong has made me even more distrustful of walls being real. Mystic potion, sure.
The facilities here are more elegant than what we spied up there. It seems like humans were copycats, mimicking a lot from those kittens.
These facilities. Engarden raised, what are they studying?
Nothing good to be sure.
Alright. Noted. Locked door. Really weird hitch there. This feels like a boss room.
Ivry, do you hear any sound? I feel like this tablet here is talking to me.
Not bad, Ree. Very few can sense the message the tablet carries. It seems like some of Luca's inspirations for Engarden originated from the mysterious messages on the tablet as well.
Hydro, the primeval life. Whoa. Cool.
The giant statue over there seems like some kind of altar, but we can't reach it from here.
Let's go check the other side in a moment.
Okay. Genuinely surprised that the game didn't trigger some kind of fight on the way back right there. That felt like a fight trigger to me. Key to God's Hall, alright? I'm assuming that that is just exactly what it sounds like. Alright, so that's this side of the facility, I assume. So I guess we did good choosing to go right first. There's obviously that locked door down there that we'll have to revisit at another time. That is A-okay. Back underwater. Oh. Already forgot that I can't touch the cubes. Surprised that that worked. Cool. Shattered prison bone? What?
The tunnel on this side looks much more ancient.
It was born of toil from humans long gone, dug right out of the cave wall. Look how shabby the bridges over here are.
I feel like we're covering a lot of ground. Cool. But also a little surprising how little resistance we're hitting. I get that this is like the design here of these statues is like a, you know, alluding to nuns and stuff, but it kind of looks like just a lady with a book on her head. Right. Before we go over there, I'm gonna check and see. I thought I saw. Yeah, I did. Afterimage acquired Magic Burst. Casting spells when magic points is down to 0 costs no magic cost for a certain period of time. After the effect ends, all spells will be unavailable for a certain time. Interesting. Man, I love the scale of this background art here, where, like, we literally can't see the whole thing at one time. Like, the wings are all the way over here. That's cool. An ancient device with a mysterious aura all around it. Investigate this ancient device.
Chosen vassal, you have turned away from your fate. I am the guider, and I will guide you back onto your true track.
Stranger danger! Be careful, Ree!
Stranger danger. Alright. Okay. Not me forgetting what the button is for healing. Shit. Pretty sure I've wasted all of my heals. Have I forgotten the button for healing? Shit. Okay, there it is. Figured it out. Ah, shit. The part that I had forgotten was that healing's got like a warm-up time. Alright. That's fine. We're rusty. Got this. I just forgot that you had to have your feet planted. Again, I've been playing Silksong.
Chosen vassal.
Stranger danger!
Real sure what the safe spot for that would be. Thought I had it, but I did not. Alright. Alright. We did it.
The moment has yet to ripen. Well, minor mistakes like this make no difference anyways.
Alright, scripted death. Here we go. Interesting. Flashback? The Homecoming. Interestingly positioned. Homecoming, Where Is My Mind is the achievement we just got. And so that was an ending? Question mark? Item acquired, Bleak Moon. Do we think... I'm thinking it's just like literally item. There are just a lot of items, and so it can be a little tricky to tell where stuff went in your inventory so that you can look at it more. If it's gear, I feel obligated to like at least like look at it. Here we go. All right, so it is a sword. All right, cool. I like swords. Currently have Windrunner equipped, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Trying to figure out if there's some way for me to jump to a subcategory of weapons. We'd lose some attack speed and some movement speed, which I would hate, but this is slightly better of an attack weapon, but very slight. I think I might stick with what I've got, because movement speed is great. I love speed. Alright, cool. Do we have like a quest thingy? We do, right? Yeah, here we go. So we think we've gotten all the words of Shenlong. An old staff. Found a strange sword on the floating islands, but failed to pull it out. Chosen people to find him. Pyro Goliath. With the artifact, we can now begin the ritual to break the seals. We entered the soul field and broke one of the seals through Candle of Desire. I'll be honest, I don't have a great sense of where I should go next. I'm tempted. Let's go back to the holy fields. Holy grounds, holy fields, whatever. Because there's stuff that we haven't looked at since we got the wall jump. That feels potentially important. That's just for sure. Really thought I'd be able to get him before he got an attack in. So from here, I want to go just left and I'm remembering about the backhand now. Got his revenge, I guess. Oath of Night. Did we need that for a quest or something? I feel like we did. Boy, I'm just really letting myself take a bunch of hits here. I saw something over here, and I want to know what it was before I continue. Says coin, cool. Alright, so we've flipped that switch now, which probably does something cool. Maybe. Oh, I wonder. Hold on, we're going back. Yeah, secrets. Twins left ring. Sub-weapon attack up, HP recovery up. Interesting. Not what I want, but still. More secrets. I'll take it. Away wall. I'll take it. Why the recovery on that one so long, but okay. There. Switch on the other side that we have just like entirely missed somehow. I think I did see. Game for not just like outright killing me whenever I do stupid stuff like that. This feels like it ought to be an elevator or something. Okay. Occult prime of Pyro and Hydro. Okay. Ooh, that was easy, but I enjoyed it. Grimoire of the Occult Prime. Do we think that is a thing that we can... Yeah. Spellbook attack, pyro damage up, hydro damage up. I like having the healing efficiency. Oh, alright, so I'm guessing that that was kind of like an optional thing. Possibly triggered by us doing this stuff with the switches. That doesn't super feel right, but whatever. I think there's anything else going on over there. Not particularly. We're gonna run this way anyhow, just to see. Hello. Well, I'm super freaking glad we did. What? What? Oh, does that imply that we should be like looking at the map for like special designs and then counting after them? Probably does. Alright, but what did I get? Nucleus of Talos, the nucleus formed around the body of a Hemi-Goliath. Fragment of a mask. Ah, okay. So we got like chunks of a mask coming together. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna head over this way. Boy, that's highly effective. I want to explore this a little bit. Hey, do y'all need anything from me?
Master everything.
No. Maybe? Question mark? is still locked, it seems. Active. Alright. Oh. Really? This isn't a thing? That looks so much like a thing, though. Don't get me wrong, I'm not, like, mad about it, I'm just surprised. You know what? No, I don't trust this. Alright, so we are here. Yeah, if we go down to the bottom of this room and over, it must be a one-way thing. Do we get to through the frozen veins, perhaps? That feels plausible. At this point, I have no idea what the intended, like, critical path of this game is. I feel like there's a lot of ways that you could viably do it, and they would look very different from each other. If I were to teleport... Do I have a teleport to the frozen veins? No. You're not a teleport, right? No, you're not the full tree. So the closest to that, I guess, is going to be Whispering Forest. Then we'll go down. Maybe. One upside of having such a huge gap in me playing this game is that I do get that kind of weird, like, exploring for the first time sensation multiple times, which is fun. I've just forgotten so freaking much. It's wild how much I've managed to forget. Right, so over and down. Frozen veins. There's something over here that we couldn't do. Oh, right, yeah. We still don't have a down smash, right? I legitimately don't remember what my moves are, so 1 second. Alright, we've got that, which does not help. When in air. Alright. Aha! Memory shard. Alright. Memory shards were what? For upgrading stuff, I feel like, maybe? Gosh, I cannot hit these buttons in the correct order to save my freaking life. Alright, so we've got 2 of these. Now. Yeah, cool. Still don't have a way to get through those, I don't think. I could be wrong, and I'm just dumb. Really hard to tell. One way. There's anything else over here? Not really. Trying to think if there's a thing here, but that's a going up thing, not a going down thing, right? Alright. You know what, since I don't remember, I am gonna just pop over and find out, like, why I left that. Probably an ability I don't have, but yeah, actually be sure of that. Ancient thing's cool. Yeah, it's from above. Don't have. How would we get there, though? Possibly a teleport that I haven't uncovered? It's happened before. Alright, so, where to next? There's definitely stuff going on in the Sky Palace we haven't done. So our percentage is pretty good, I feel like. The Heart of Veins is pretty bad. Let's do that. Overshot. We can probably get our percentage up on Heart of Veins without too much. We're already finding stuff. Lightning. Okay. Be fun. Sure. Really not being very scientific with this. Nice. That's fine. Filling in my map here. So this is definitely the edge of this part. Huh. Interesting that it popped us up there. No, we made it, but not quite. The corner of the map that they weren't really expecting us to spend time in. Yeah. Ooh. Over the sky, the forest blade gashes. Under the dome, my heart stashes. Okie dokie. I do not know what that means, but sure. Hold on, I want to find out what's on this island. Seems like nothing, maybe. Yeah. Do I think that there's something here? Possibly. Fun, at least to me, that well, the timings worked out like they did.
The letter on the ground is actually a Shenlong glyph. No hiccups this time.
Alright, so I had wondered previously if we found all the Shenlong glyphs, and that proved that I was wrong at the time, which makes me suspect we might still be wrong and not have them all. How many possible combinations here are there? Not that many, actually. I think there might be one missing. Yeah, we don't have the one that's solid. Oh no, there's more missing than I thought there were. We don't have one that's 3 solid lines. We also don't have one that's a solid line followed by 2 broken lines. But otherwise, we're looking pretty complete, so double check that there's nothing over there. Doesn't look like it. Cool. Our way down. Door. Soft. Cool. Can I? No. Fun. That's a cool statue. I have questions. Feels quest relevant, you know? A lot of statues. We've been through this spot. I legitimately had forgotten about all the statues.
Perfect. Perfect. The truly perfect.
God be good, this thing can actually talk.
Wait, he looks familiar. Could it be Ethan?
Slightly unfortunate that they didn't change his character art for this.
Finally, I've found the ultimate answer. I'm not afraid anymore. I will not dissipate, nor die, nor be harvested by you. I will last forever. I'll exist in my world forever.
Horrible. Humans are horrible, Renee.
I can't believe he turned himself into a hollow shell and sealed his soul. What terrified him so?
The terror that compelled him to live in this form.
While this existence prevents the soul from dissipating, can he really be called alive? Languishing eternally alone?
Alright, so we got the achievement, see the ending of Ethan. So, my understanding here is that he's turned himself into a statue. I don't know that all of that necessarily came across. Mysterious ball. I'll take it. Thought I saw that there was something there, but it might have just been set decoration. Ah. I do want to equip the thing that I just got. Healing and can't be interrupted. That sounds very good. Oh. Do I have to be? No, there's no equivalent to benches, is there? Yeah, never mind. I'm an idiot. We have to do it at confluences. None of which are close by, which is slightly unfortunate. I guess we can do that one. Yeah. It feels like it just touched me and fell over dead. Alright, so from here... Overshot a little bit. That's okay. Fill in our map. I'm reasonably convinced that there's nothing here, but I'm not totally convinced, which is not my favorite place to be. I kind of wish I had a way to auto-collect those. Because I hate leaving stuff, you know, lying on the ground. But... Alright. Is there anything in here that we needed to do? I don't think so. We're sitting at 88%, which means that there is something somewhere, but I kind of think I'd be better off returning to the Heart of Veins, maybe going the other direction. I also do need to... change this out. So what do we currently have equipped? Light movement, auto-collect dues. Slightly increases the distance of dashing. Yeah. Increase critical chance by 10% if the attack is not critical hit. The effect disappears after landing a critical hit. Critical attacks drop a certain amount of dues. That one's also good. Slowly restore health points lost when taking damage. The healing effect is interrupted by taking damage again. So I'm going to take that one off, I think, in favor of... Pious Blessing. I think that... I don't know, this one seems like a pretty good, like... exploration one. The other one feels like more of a boss fight one. Does that make sense? No, why aren't we going up? I'm moderately convinced that there's something above us, but... Born were the beings of Inengarden, settled were the humans at far her end, who wailed for so barren a land. She grieved her children by weeping. Grieved in Inengarden the streams were, for which a sword she summoned. Primitive and shining was the sword, now from this world it did occur. Divided was the sea, and land did flourish. Water flushing and land fertile, her grace is too great to admire, so we sing to memorize her glories. Light this up. This thing. Also didn't let us go as far as I was hoping. Well... Damn. I think this might be where we call this episode. Feels good to be back to this game. I have missed it. But, unfortunately, I am also a little bit lost about what I should be doing next. A little puzzled about that question mark pseudo ending that I got. But I guess that's a question that we will answer in the next episode. Until then, bye.